Verruckt, known for being notoriously hard because of its limited space and, of course, not having any pack-a-punch. There are 3 versions of Verruckt, all varying in difficulty, but the one I'm going to be focusing on specifically is the Black Ops 3 version because this is the version that I played. Now, while the Black Ops 3 version most certainly is the easiest of the 3, that does not mean it is not a challenge when playing this map. There are only a few guns that you can actually use to kill zombies on later rounds, that being the ray gun, the ray gun Mark II, and the Wonderwaffe DG2. All of these weapons are wonder weapons. If you don't know, wonder weapons are a category of weapons that will usually kill on any round, with some exceptions of course, that being the ray gun and the ray gun Mark II. This means the only gun you can actually use to kill zombies on later rounds is the Wonderwaffe, which is a problem if you're playing classic Gobblegums only, but I played Mega Gobblegums. Black Ops 3 added something called Gobblegums, which when consumed they grant the player a random ability, from being able to escape a horde if you get trapped in the corner, to literally skipping rounds, although some Mega Gobblegums are not allowed due to how overpowered they are. This being Power Vacuum, Round Robin, Self-Medication, Near-Death Experience, and Flavor Hex. The reason they are not allowed is because of the extreme effect they have on the match. Usually, you can only get 4 drops around. This can vary from max ammo, an insta-kill, double points, or a nuke. But when you use Power Vacuum, it takes off that limit, meaning you can get unlimited drops, and Round Robin just lets you skip rounds. This obviously is way too overpowered, so you're not allowed to use these 5 when going for world records. The Gobblegums I used, however, were Raindrops, Alchemical, Antithesis, Shopping Free, Crate Power, and Bullet Boost. Raindrops lets you spawn in one of each drop unactivated. Alchemical Antithesis makes every 10 points earned 1 bullet in the weapon you're holding, and yes, it can be used on wonder weapons. Shopping Free makes every purchase free. Crate Power makes the next gun from the mystery box Pack-a-Punch, and Bullet Boost grants you 1 random AAT on the gun you're holding, but it must be Pack-a-Punched. That being said, let me explain how I got round 100 on Verruckt in 3 hours. Now what makes this speedrun a little harder is that you have to restart until you get raindrops, and not only that, you have to get it on the jug side, which if you're on console, I'm so sorry. I finally got raindrops here, so I got a game going, but even if you get raindrops on the jug side, there's just a chance that you won't get the Wonderwaffe Pack-a-Punch with Crate Power, and then you'll have to restart anyways. A lot of these speedruns just rely so heavily on luck instead of skill now, but you still need skill, of course. As soon as I nuke out round 2, I just left immediately to go to the speed cola room, because that's where the fastest spawns are, and that's actually where I'm going to be staying for the full 100 rounds because, like I said, it has the fastest spawn. So as you see, I make it here. I buy speed call and the HVK just because I have shopping free, of course, and basically all I'm doing is just staying here to end the rounds, and then whenever the rounds end, I make my way to the mystery box area or power area just to hit the Gobblegum machine to cycle through my gums, because I always want to have a raindrops to nuke out the round. The only thing that really slowed me down was when I got the waff here, and then I got unlucky and didn't get a crate power, which is kind of annoying. Probably could have gotten a way better time, but there's nothing really I could have done. One of the guns that I did end up taking was the HVK, just because if you noticed, it was in the speed call room, so I would never have to leave that room to buy ammo, which is awesome, of course, because if I have to leave that room to buy ammo for a gun with alternate ammo type, then I'd be breaching spawns, and that would just make me slower overall. My second gun that I got was the Weevil, and you might think it's bad because it doesn't have that much damage, and you'd be right, but because ammo mods make your gun do infinite damage on any round, then because the Weevil has a ton of ammo, it just makes the gun really good. And plus, you don't really have a lot of time to sort out your guns. Like, you don't really have the time to get specific guns that you want. You have to just take whatever gun is there and just hope that it's a good gun. Of course, if it was something like a Gorgon, obviously don't take that because that thing is just terrible with ammo mods. But if it was something like a VMP, a Kuda, then you have to take that pretty much and just work with it. Something crazy happened here where I got a red screen. I mean, it looks like I'm not even trying actually in this footage, and I think I wasn't because it was 10 p.m. for me at this point. and I was just practicing. I didn't expect to actually get a game going, so I had to pause because I had to go to sleep, and then I had to play the rest of the game out, and the next day it was crazy. But I got world record, so that's all that matters. And yes, if you notice there, I managed to get the Wonder Waff Pack-a-Punch, so I got a game going. Once you get all the 3 guns you need, that being the Wonder Waff and 2 guns with ATs, all you're going to be doing is sitting in the speed coal room and just spamming the crap out of your Waff until about round 50, and then that's where you're going to have to actually start playing the game properly and actually have to conserve your ammo. But up until that point, you can really just spam both windows with your Waff without any care in the world. It's my 30 time ended up being pretty decent, but it's not the best that I've gotten. I've gotten a 28 minute to 30 or something like that before on the Giant. But as you see, I ended up pausing and switching my FPS to 24, and that's because it limits chances of crashing overnight. And I mean, obviously it's because I said it was 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. at night for me at this time, so there's no way I was finishing the game. I still had another 3 hours to go, and I did pause the recording here, so that's why you instantly see I start changing the FPS. That's because it was a new day for me. Nothing much to see. Although my 50 time was pretty good, I think I got a better 50 time on Verruckt than Kino or Toten. And Kino, you have the Thunder Gun, and Verruckt, you only have the Wasp, so that's kind of crazy. But then again, I do have round time, so I know when to nuke the round. I know how to play fast. I'm definitely a lot better than I was when that 100 speedrun video came out. Okay, I sort of lied. You can kind of spam till 60-ish. After that, though, you're going to have to start training kind of like this to kill the zombies and maximize the amount of zombies. The Wasp can only kill 10 zombies a shot. But of course, you always want to kill 10 zombies a shot. Once you get to like the 80s, 90s, those shots are going to start counting a lot. My 70 time wasn't bad either at an hour, 33 minutes. And rounds at this point, I think we're starting to take me like 2 minutes. You can probably see it, the timer at the top left. They were only taking me like 2 minutes. Once I started getting the 90s though, they started taking me 5 minutes. But I mean, it's only because there's like 800 zombies on round 90. It's not too difficult. If you know how to conserve your ammo, it's not too difficult, of course. Okay, once you get to 80 plus though, this is where you're gonna actually start to see ammo problems. You're not gonna end an entire round with just a Waff. You're gonna need an ammo gum, and that's why a lot of this like speedrun is just luck with your Gobblegums. That's literally it. Also, you see, I'm not picking up the insta-kill right away. That's just to maximize the amount of time that I can insta-kill the zombies, of course, so I can save ammo and just play faster overall. So you'll see now that I'm in the mid-80s, sort of. I'll shoot a Waff shot, then I'll make my way to the back of the speed coal room, shoot my dead wire, and if I have turned ready, then I'll shoot that as well. Because you have to save your ammo so badly in these 80 rounds, because the Waff, even when Pack-a-Punch, it doesn't have that much ammo, considering the fact it only kills 10 zombies per shot, and it doesn't even kill full hordes. So you might think 30 shots is a lot, but in reality, not really. Okay, and then once you make it to the 90s, this is where it starts to get really not really hard, because once you get to 64, nothing actually changes about a strategy. It's just the amount of zombies that makes it harder, because you'll start to run into ammo problems. But if depending on your luck with Gobblegums, like if you get really lucky, you won't have to do this. I mean, depending on your luck with Gobblegums, of course. But if you get unlucky, then you're gonna have to start trapping mid-round, just because you need to save your ammo with your Wonder Waff. Because if you run out of Wonder Waff ammo in like the 90s or something, you're dead. You can't do anything, because even the ammo mods aren't gonna save you. Or you're just gonna have to start doing a double trap strat and play slower, and it's just gonna waste you a lot of time. So you have to get an ammo gum, or you just have to play slower by using that one trap every single time it's ready. Now you can see I'm on round 99. I could have gotten an ammo gum right here, and I would have gotten a sub 3 hour 15 round 100. But I got bull boost, so I had to do a double trap strat, and somehow I still managed to beat world record. Don't know how. I just got lucky. Round 99, I was all over the place, so let me go through it with you. So I started with using this trap at the beginning of the round, because I started to panic because I didn't get an ammo gum, and I thought I wasn't going to get world record. Then because of the lack of ammo in my Waff, I decided to open up the speed coal door, and then this is where the high round strategy for Mega Gobblegums is, I believe. Although you're supposed to have three guns with ammo mods, and of course, because I was using the Waff to speedrun round 100, I didn't have that, and I started panicking a lot here, so I had to use a lot of Waff ammo, and nearly died a lot. Oh yeah, and you see that last Waff shot that I have? Thank gosh I didn't use it because it saved me later on in this round. You'll see. Literally mid-round, I had to buy ammo for my HVK. Wow. Okay, and as soon as the double tap trap ended, the zombies cut me off. I used that. Thank gosh I still had that waft shot. Otherwise, I would have died there. I nearly died here, and my HVK somehow saved me with dead wire. And at this point, I did want to try and get the high round world record as well with mega gums, but I couldn't risk losing this 100 speedrun, so I had to open up this door and just improvise. After using the double tap trap again, got lucky with how the zombies positioned themselves and managed to run through them. But finally, after 12 minutes of being in the same round and nearly dying twice, I completed round 99 and got the 100 speedrun world record. The original record was by Zombie Dog. He got a 3 hour 28 minute, but he ended up going down twice, and I got a flawless, so that's probably one of the reasons why. And the record actually should be by Joel Simmons, but he said he doesn't care about zombies enough to submit his game, so the record's mine, I guess, which is nice. And as for an outro,